Hello. So this is clearly going to be a repost of a previous video and puzzle because somehow I managed to record an empty grid without anything on there. It's not the first time I've done it, so for my sins, of course, I'm playing this again. I'm going to click next in a second and you're going to see a fully solved grid that I'm going to restart, but probably to make this a bit quicker so that you don't have to sit through what was a 30-minute solve one more time. Maybe take a few notes around kind of the approach that I've done. Right, let's get on. So, Bowling Through the Fog by Meggen033. You should really be watching the old video where I did the introduction and the walkthrough through the rule set. Actually, I should probably repeat that because... yeah. Right, because I probably talked to a blank camera where you couldn't follow how even the rule sets were interpreted. Main thing is that there's only one and only one line. So this red cell, this red line, basically does a bit of a tour of the grid before it joins back up into this line. So keep that in mind. This is a 10 line, I guess, hence the reference to bowling. Means that there are groups on here that have to add up to 10, and they do not overlap. So I need a contiguous set of digits that will add up to 10, that will form a set, and then it will be another one that will be forming the second set, and then it will obviously go all the way around the line before it joins back up again. Now, stating the obvious, but given we're doing Sudoku, can't place a 10 in one cell, so to minimum, each one of these is going to be made up of 2 cells, but because I can repeat if Sudoku allows, it's not even necessarily restricted to 4 cells. I could potentially, if I really wanted to, fit something like 5 digits on here that add up to 10. So you just need to be very careful when you're looking for which cells sum up to 10. What else do we have? We've got renbans, you know what that means. You've got Kropki dots, both white and black, so that means consecutive or in a 2-to-1 ratio. We have killer cages where the digits do not repeat, and we have fog. So fairly straightforward set of variants. The 10 one, like we've come across once before, but it's not a very common variant, so it's probably worthwhile stepping through it. Right, let's crack on. So we have a 5-cell cage that add up to 15. It is forced to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These digits surrounding it have to be from 6, 7, 8, 9. I know... Actually, I don't know. Hang on, where am I going with this? 5 doesn't work in either of these cells because the next one along would blow the 10 sum. 1, 2, 3, 4 with 6, 7, 8, 9. What it doesn't allow me to do Sleuth, the renban, you've totally ignored it. 3 cells that are contiguous. This digit is from 6, 7, 8, 9. The only way this works is 6 with 4, 5, and now this is 1, 2, 3, but obviously this is the 2 because it's in the middle with a 1, 3 pair around it, and all of these are now 6s. Actually, the 1 and 3, these are clearly now adding up to 10. Yeah, because even if I do 1, 4, minimizing it, this is already at 5. 7, that's already at 12. These 2 cells add up to 10. These 2 cells add up to 10. And therefore, I can't have an 8 in either of these. Essentially, it's 1 and 9, 1 and 9, and 3 and 7. And this is my 8. It also means that this set now is, at least these 2 cells, are a new set of 10. I don't actually need to keep this color or that color. You're going to see me reuse colors often. Once I'm done with this set, I'm going to move on to the next one. Now, the tricky part is, I think, the 5. 5 couldn't be 2 digits, and I'm going to deliberately do this. Like with a 5 and a 5, that clearly doesn't work. So whichever one is the 5 has to be at least 2 more digits. Now, 5 in here with 2, 3 would work out perfectly. A 4, on the other hand... Yeah, a 4 doesn't work on this one because of the white Kropki dot. So you see, the 4 could be essentially either 4 cells with 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's 3 cells with 4 and 2 digits that add up to 6. Now, the 2 digits that add up to 6 doesn't work because of the white crop key dot, where essentially 1 is even, 1 is odd, and therefore I'm trying to get to an odd digit, not an even digit like 6, plus the 4 to get to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 doesn't work because essentially 2 and 4 in here gives us 1 and 3, and they're clearly not consecutive. So that's not going to work either. So long story short, that's the 5, that's the 4. That didn't work. Huh. What? No, sorry, I'm seeing now why the 5 doesn't work, because I couldn't do 2, 3 since the 2 is in here. And then you can't have 3 digits that add up to 5. So 4 is here, 5 is there. I can't do 1, 3. Hang on. I need to do something here. I need to think a bit harder about this, because I sort of just disproved this in my mind. Right, this of course could have been 6, and therefore this is 5 or 7, and this is my 10 sum. Whoops. Moving on. 5 in here. I can't do another 5, so that is definitely part of it. I can't do 2, 3, but I can do 1, 4. And I cannot do 3 cells because 3 cells, and clearly because this one is in the middle, whichever one is cell is next, even the diagonals, is all in the same box. So you'd end up with 3 unique digits. I can't make 3 unique digits add up to 5. So this has to be 1, 4. That makes this 3, makes this 1, makes this 9, makes this 7. Lovely. And somehow we're going to have to be able to make progress from here. Interesting. Right, so this is a new set again, and it's clearly going to be at least 2 cells at the minimum. Let's go with yellow. If that's 7, that would have to be 3, which it isn't. If that's 5, that would have to be 5, which is not possible in the same box. So this continues. This is at least 3 cells long. Now, if it's 7, it doesn't work, because that would be a 1, 2 pair, and 1, 2 doesn't work. And obviously anything else beyond that doesn't work, so that's definitely 5. Now, yes, because I can't have 3 cells adding up to 5, it does stop at 2 cells, and it's either, well, I mean, these 2 cells have to add up to 5. 1, 2, 4, that's got to be 3, that's got to be 2, we're done. Right, reusing the next set. Let's go with purple again. These 2 cells have to, at least these 2 cells, bear in mind that could be this 1, 4, keep that in mind constantly, that at a minimum it's 2 cells, but it could absolutely be more. Let's just do some Sudoku actually for a second. I have 9 up here, 7 and 8 are down here with a 1 or 4. So this is essentially 1, 4, 9. And then this is in here, 7, 8 with 1, 4. Now, 1 and 4 is the only way this is going to work, isn't it? In here? No, hang on. I can only have one of them. Yeah, so 4 plus any of 7 or 8 are broken the puzzle. So it's got to be the 1 in here, plus 1 of the 7 and 8, plus another digit in here at a minimum. So no 4s, definite 1. I'm going to remove all of these pencil marks in a second. And then 4, 9 at the top. I'm actually going to double check. Am I recording the grid? I think I'm recording the grid, so I'm not going to repeat this mistake again. That's not 4. On a black crop key dot, that is definitely not 7. The 1 could go to a 2, the 8 could go to a 4. The 2 and 4, notice the 1 and 4 pair in here. And obviously the 6 is, meaning this was never a 3-6 setup. This would be another 2 or 8. Now, let's just try and connect this. This could go 2, 4, 8 for sure. I couldn't do 1, 2 to a 2, 8. So this is definitely 8. This is 4. This is 2. No, it could be 8, can't it? 1, 4. Don't jump ahead. And then, therefore, these are not 8s. These are not 8s. 1, 7 pair, I'm already at 8. I can't have a double 1. You could definitely see that the line is going back up. So I couldn't do 1, 1. That would break. So this would have to be 2 with a 1, 7. And then now I'm starting another new set of 10s. May as well just pencil mark the rest of these rows so we can actually get a sense of what's going on. This is 2, 3, 4. This is 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 5, 6. So I can get away with 2, 7, 1. So I cannot limit this to only 2 cells. I can actually do 3. I can definitely remove the 4 because even with a 7, that's 11. I can definitely remove the 9 because even with a 2, that's 11. But I can't reduce this just yet. Yes, I can. 1, 5, 6. Notice, I don't know where this line is disappearing off to, but I know it's not coming back this way. Not that it matters. It's going off to one of these cells. Now, if I really didn't want to do that. If this cell here is anything other than 1, I've broken it. Because even if this cell is not part of this setup, and I'm starting a new setup for 10, 5 plus any other digit, whether it's the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, too big. So that is if it's starting a new set. If this is part of this set with the 1, then it's still 1. It's always 1. All right, okay. Sorry, it took me a while to see that. But what I can't tell is if this is yellow or if I'm starting another color. That's the challenge. This could be a new color with 1 and 9. I could definitely... No, I cannot. I cannot do 1, 7, 2 because then that would be left as 8, 3. I also, because these two could be a new set, I can't eliminate 4 from here because I could do 4 and 6, for example. So this feels almost like a dead end and I kind of need to look elsewhere for a bit. Which I think I will do. The 2 in here gave me an 8, so let's just remember that. Right, let's think about this white crop key dot. And it's useful because I have a bunch of even digits that see both cells. Remember, with white crop key dots, one of them is even, one of them is odd. 4, 6, and 8 can't be in any of these cells. So this definitely has a 2. This is not the 2, that's the 2. This is 1 or 3. Now remember these two cells, we're done with a set of 10. This is a brand new set. That is definitely more than 2 digits because otherwise this would have to be an 8, which would repeat. So now I've left with the option of 2 cells that add up to 8, which can't be 1, 7, can't be 2, 6, could be 3, 5. There's of course another option which is 3 cells. That wasn't helpful, was it? Actually, I can apply the same logic again with this white crop key dot. Needs an even digit. 4, 6, and 8 are gone. This cannot be the 2. This is the 2. This is 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 cell renban with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 has to be on here. I think that's as far as I could take it right now, isn't it? The 2 digits are off it. Could be anything else. Nine is not here. 9 can't be there. It would create 11. That's 9. gonna pencil mark a bit to just help me figure out what's going on in here. 6, 7, 8. 7 is not here, 6 is not here, so 6 and 7 are there, and therefore this is 3 or 5. Just Sudoku. Now, can I include this cell? Can I make this 4 cells? I think the answer to that is no. Remember, I would need these 3 cells to add up to 8 plus the 2. 3 and 6, which is the minimum, is already at 9. So it's essentially these 2 cells add up to 8. Therefore, this is another 3, 5. Therefore, this is a 1, 9 pair. And then I've got 6, 7, 8 in here. Then I have another 3, 5 in here with 2 and 4. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not 2. This is starting a new set, which is already, as you can see, problematic. I'll go for blue. I don't need to keep that anymore. 8 doesn't work. That's already broken it. 7 with 3 work, 6 with 4 work, and this is not 5. So this set, because that can't be 1, even if this is 3, 6, that would have to be 1 to make it work. Doesn't work. So this is another new set in here. Let's go with orange. And, you know, somehow it's kind of connecting through to there. Four gave me 9, gave me 4. These 2 cells are now 5 and 7. 9 is a problem for this line. Whether it's 9 joining with 5, 7 or 9 joining with 6, 7 or 8 is too big. That's 1, that's 9. Now we know that at least these 2 cells are part of the next set of 10. I know that 5 doesn't work, given it would work with 6. I also know that it doesn't have to be just the 2 digits. I could go to 3, given this is up 1. So obviously 2 and 8 obviously makes 10. But I could do 2, 7, 1, and that would be fine. So I don't know if the 1 and the 5, 7 are part of their own set if it continues. 2 in here on this black crop kilo is actually quite helpful, because now this is either 3, 6 or 4, 8. 3, 6, 4, 8. Now I think 3, 6 is problematic. 3, 6 means this would be 3, 6 would make this 7, 4, which is 11. So this has to be 4. This has to be 8. Therefore this is 3. Therefore this is 7 to add up to 10. Therefore this is 5. This is 3. This is not 3. This is not, neither of these are 7. Or 5 for that matter. And then, could I do 3 cells anymore? I think the answer to that is no. 4 would have to go with 6. 2 with 6 gets me to 8. This is 9. That can't be 10. So it stops here. So this is a brand new run in here. And I can reuse red. This is now, I'm going to say 5, 6, 7. We'll come back and figure out what that means. This is clearly not big enough. So it has to be at least these 3 digits. 1, 4, that's got to be 5, that's got to be 7 to add up to 10, and then I've got yet another new set. Right, we need more pencil marks. Before I do more pencil marks, I'm just there you go. 9 is not in these cells. 9 is on here with the 7, so this is a 7, 8, 9 run. This is not an 8. This makes this a 5, 6 pair. This is not 5. This is 6. This is 5. This can't be another 5, so blue definitely extends. Technically, I could make it extend to 3 cells. I know I could make 3 cells work because I can actually repeat digits. I could have a double 1, for example, with 3 in here. Okay, maybe not a double 1. Double 2 with a 1? Yes. So I cannot eliminate this digit being blue. So I'm going to have to look for another out, so to speak. This is not 8 either. This is my 8. This 3 gave me 1, gave me 3. Hasn't helped me with my 5, 6, 7. Hasn't helped me with anything else. Down here is another 1, 7, 9. Not 7, another 1, 9. plus a 3. So 1339. Over here is another 19. So 19 plus another digit, which is 6. Huh. Not exactly helpful, is it? 5, not 5. This is now, oh, 6. Come on, sleuth. Sorry, sometimes, I get irritated because of the fact that I'm solving the same puzzle again, only a day later, and I'm somehow making it look like it's a mystery. Can't be an 8 for sure. 2 with these two cells adding up to 7, and then 1, 2 works. 5, 4 with a 1 in here, so it's always 1. And then these two cells are, I'm going to say 6, 9. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what is clearly, because obviously this is a one and only loop. This cell is not going here. This cell is going directly up. And I'm having trouble with the fact that the 9 connects to anything here. So like it feels like this is basically saying I am a 6. Because it can't be a 1 here, can't be a 1 there. For it to join with anything to add up to 10, it's just not going to work. So this is 6, this is 9. Now the 6 in here, I'm not sure I can use it to force anything. I can get a 5 up there, a 6 in here, that's fine. I've got a black crocky dot digit that isn't 3, 6, isn't 1. So this is 2, 4, 8 with a definite 4. That gives me a 2, 4, 8 triple. That is not a 4. That is not a 4, or a 2 for that matter. That's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 4. That's not a 4. That's a 2, 8 pair. That's a 4. These now are their own set. So this is another set. And therefore this is, I don't know, we'll call it red, since we're kind of done with red. Could have easily picked orange. That is clearly not an 8. 2, 6, 2 could work, as of course could 4, 6. I think what I'm fairly certain of is this can't be 8. Because either it's a new set, starting with 8, in which case that would have to be 2. I can't have double 1, and the 2 is already there. Or it's part of the old set, the red set, so that would be 2, 4, 2. So this is always 2, this is 8, this is a 2, 4 pair. That's not an 8. Or a 9 for that matter, that's 7, that's 8. The yellow set is finally complete, so these two are definitely part of the same set, and I couldn't make 173 work, so this is one set. I'm running out of colors here, so I don't need yellow or purple anymore. And then this is another set, and I don't know how many cells it is. And in fact, we're done. Almost. I need to figure out if this is part of this set or not. But essentially, there is one more set in here. And then the debate is kind of where does it hand over to yellow? Okay, that is progress for sure. Could I do something else to kind of help me forward? Move forward, I mean. 1, 2, where's my 3? No clue. My 5 is in here. My 5 is in here very specifically. I need 3, 7, and 8. That is not an 8. This is 3 or 7. And then this is 3, 7, 8. This is not very helpful. This is not 7. Got 2, 4. Is that helping me? Not really. No. Then I have 3, 6, 8, 9 quadruple. Yeah, not helpful. Right, maybe some more Sudoku. Up here I have another 3, 7. And a 9. Can't be a 9. breaks the 10. 3 and 7 would be lovely. Double 3, as in 6, doesn't work because essentially that would have to be either 4, which it isn't, or 1, 3, which it wouldn't be. So that is definitely 7. That is 3. This is 9. This is 7. This is 9. This is 1. This is 7. This is 6. This is 9. This is 1. This is 3. This is 8. This is 6. This is now 4 to add up to 10. This is 2. They're not resolved. These are 4 and 2, 8, 7. Lovely. And this is 9, which we knew earlier. Somehow I totally ignored the fact that this is a new 10. Come on, sleuth. That's a 1. This is 5 or 6. Unresolved, not resolved. I'm back to this whole unresolved statement. And then this is just known. This is something. Something? Oh, my scanning's really letting me down today. 3. Right. We have this. 2 and 6 are not enough. This is kind of its own set. 1 and 3 are not enough. This is its own set. The only way this is going to work. 1 and 3 is 4. This is 6. This is 5. This is 6. This is 5. Lovely puzzle. Sorry about the issues with recording the first time around, and I hope that you guys found this useful. A little bit rushed in places, so apologies. See you back soon. Bye-bye for now.